Now, there's this hacking scandal involving News Corp in Great Britain, right? And everybody knows about this, and a lot of people have gone to jail already, and they're going to, might face trial, et cetera. And now the Murdochs say, oh, there was hacking all over our corporations. We didn't know that. Golly gee willikers. James Murdoch, the son of Rupert Murdoch, says, oh, I signed off on hundreds of thousands of dollars in payments that we made to people that we hacked into. I didn't know what I was signing. Hacking, I didn't know that was going on. Well, one of the questions is that happening in the United States? Well, earlier we'd given you a story about how Roger Ailes used Fox News security, according to a story that Gawker broke, for his own private newspaper in upstate New York, and that he had people followed, and they thought that he was reading their emails and might have even tapped their phones. So if Roger Ailes is doing that at his own paper, is he doing it at Fox News? Well, it turns out there's a new story in the Telegraph from people who used to work at Fox News. In fact, there's a guy named Dan Cooper who helped set up the station in 1996, and he says one of the things that he set up was what they called the brain room, where they ran counterintelligence. And who do they use the counterintelligence on? What they perceive to be the channel's enemies. That's really interesting. Okay, Cooper then says that he believes his emails were read. He believes all the staff's emails were read, and he's part of the guy who set up the operation. He said the spy network at the staff read the emails, and everybody felt, quote, that they were being watched. Here's a very interesting quote from Cooper. He said, the brain room was staffed by 15 researchers and had a guard at the door. No one working there would engage in conversation. And people walking in and out of this room with a guard, that's weird, and some have called that the black room, and this is actually the second story that I've read on it, and it's not just Cooper. Here's another former executive, says, quote, there is a paranoid atmosphere, and they feel they are being watched. I have no doubt that they are spying on emails to ensure no one is leaking to outside media. Now, both of these guys emphasize that they're definitely spying on their own staff, and they are trying to watch their so-called enemies, whoever they might be. When asked if Ailes would have done similar hacking as they did in Great Britain, and they actually answered no. They think that Ailes would have thought that that was stupid and that he would not have engaged in that. And he would not have let more importantly, he would not have let his reporters engage in that. So to me, that seems a lot more credible, that they're saying, look, we're telling you what we know, we're telling you what one of them set up, and we're telling you what Fox News does. They don't think it stretches to reporters doing it, but there is that apparently brain room inside the Fox News headquarters where they do some degree of spying. So should that be investigated as part of this hacking scandal, given that some are charging that the 9/11 victims' families might have also been hacked? Well, look, you have to prove it. That hasn't been proven yet. But should it be investigated, given all of this information? Of course it should be investigated.